Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I am super duper excited because guess what? New York Times bestselling author Nancy Naigle is back at the cafe, guys. And guess what? You know, she probably will spill some tea with us on today. But, guys, she has a new one hot off the press. It is called To Light the Way Forward. This is her new book. And if you have read The Shells Collector, this is the next book. It's in the Shell Collection novel as well. So we're super duper excited about that. You already know what to do, guys. Like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because we're hanging out with Nancy Naigle. Not only that, grab your favorite beverage, pull up a seat, and let's enjoy. Nancy, for those who may not know you, my friend, introduce yourself.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I'm Nancy Naigle. I was born and raised in Virginia, have lived only in Virginia or North Carolina my whole life. So I'm a Southern girl. And, writing was not my first career. It was a late in life change for me. I didn't start writing my first book until I was 40. So those of you with a book in your heart, there's time. But my journey started with me having kind of a tough time and reading my way through it because that's what I always did. I was always a voracious reader. And, whether it was just a little bad, like a bad hair day, or like a big bad, like a bad job thing, books were always my escape. And one morning I woke up and thought, if I could write one book to help one girl through one bad day, that would be an amazing gift. And so
I
that's what I
love
set
that.
out to do. Yeah. So, over 40 books later, my mission is still the same. I just want to write one more book to help one more girl through one bad day because we
Oh,
have
wow.
good days. We need some joy, right?
I love that. I love that. And Nancy, oh my goodness, we are definitely a fan of your writing. And not only that, you've had several books to go from books to film. Several have been Hallmark movies, all of that good stuff as well. Tell us a little bit about that and how that's been for you to see your books come to life on the big screen.
Oh gosh, it was absolutely a dream come true. I was always a huge Hallmark fan, and I remember early on telling my agent that when she was like, "Well, where do you want to go in your career?" and I was like, "Oh, well, I want to write these books, and a Hallmark movie would be really cool." And she was like, "Yeah, don't count on that. You and everybody
Right.
else is one of those." But that dream was still in my mind, and anybody that really knows me knows that my keyword is believe. And I think you have to believe in your dreams, and they can come true. And so by no effort of my own, I somehow ended up with a connection with Crown Media, which was Hallmark, when I was trying to just set up a Facebook watch party for a Hallmark movie called The Christmas Note. And it had a
Yes.
military angle. Yep. And I was from, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, so huge military town. So I thought it was a good one, kind of fit me and my background and all. And I ended up getting a tweet from the Christmas Note account that said, "Hey, thanks for building buzz about our movie." And I was like, "Oh, you're welcome." And about a week and a half later, I got a direct message from them that said, "We didn't realize you were an author. Maybe one day one of your books will become a movie." And boy, my little heart just soared. I was like, wow, maybe it could really happen. And so what I sent back was just "A girl could dream." And 2 weeks later, my agent got a call saying they were interested in Christmas Joy. And that was my first book to become a Hallmark movie. But I had there's seven of the books are also Hallmark movies. Some are Christmas, some not. And then the book of my heart, The Shell Collector, the first one in the Shell Collector series, was picked up for Fox Nation. So it's still streaming on Fox Nation. You can watch it at your leisure. And
Yes.
oh gosh, that book is just so extra special. Yeah, I mean, for those of you that don't know me, I lost my husband in 2014 to a really short battle with cancer. And we had an 80-acre goat farm. He was the best man, kind of the big Marlboro man, big, strong guy, man's man. The men loved him because he was manly, and the women loved him because he was handsome. And